Hey everybody, hope y'all are doing well. So I've decided to, again, as I've been talking about, take the training with Little Bear much more seriously. And so I'm going to use Beckman's dog training. He is a YouTube channel that I've found to be what my heart is most highly resonating with as far as somebody who can help with Little Bear. So I'm going to use him as my main source for ways to work on training Little Bear and creating a better home for him. Beckman's philosophy on dog training. So have fun, especially for young dogs. Patience, use discernment and don't have too much fun. That's important too, because I know I can be a little too roughhousey with Little Bear. Age appropriateness. So Little Bear is a little over 2 years old, and his suggestion is that you get serious with your training at about 1 year of age. So I've already failed on that, but we're where we're at, and we're working with where we're at. So an unacceptable behavior needs to be addressed. So if allowed or neglected, this is bad leadership, and I have been a bad leader for Little Bear and myself. And this also enables unacceptable behavior to continue and perpetuate. So it's not just going to continue going, it's going to continue to get worse. And that is what I have witnessed. So be aware and acknowledge what behaviors are acceptable and what behaviors are not. Dealing with UAB, which I use as unacceptable behavior. So when you see a problem, you need to correct the problem by marking it with a clap or some type of a noise or an indication. And then depending on the problem, if it's him, sometimes just having him sit down. If you're on a walk, sometimes you might just need to pull the leash back to let him know that lunging is not appropriate. So you sit the dog down okay, so this is his suggestion. So when you have a correction, you sit the dog down with the energy they deserve to share with them, to share with them that their behavior is unacceptable. So yeah, you have to sit them down with the energy that what just happened is unacceptable, and that's why we're sitting down. And watch and wait to see the body language change. So you have to watch and wait and see them calm down, relax, or ease up a bit, and until they do, continue on. And then you continue to do it over and over again, just repetition. Just keep on building that memory, keep on building that muscle, keep on building that pattern of behavior, so it becomes a program that they become accustomed to, as we all are, essentially. So, and then, so follow with correction. So, change, do it over again, build up muscle memory and mental memory. If behavior isn't changing, the timing is wrong. So you have to use your clap to mark the unacceptable behavior. That's important too, because, moments are changing all the time. So if you clap at 5 seconds after the incident has happened, Little Bear or whomever you're dealing with might not know exactly why you're clapping. So it's important to clap and mark, right when the instance is just after it happened, really. And if you don't catch it, then it might even be best just not to clap at all and just try to get it again when it does happen. So, okay. Where was I? So follow up with correction, get them to sit or administer whatever correction is most necessary for the current lesson or observed unacceptable behavior. His example, so chewing a shoe, correction needs to be more punishing than the behavior is reinforcing. That is actually a very interesting statement that I found to be enlightening, because a lot of times with Little Bear, he will do things that, okay, I'll take it away, but you can tell that his reinforcement to do it, his energy in that moment of whatever he was doing, was much more powerful than mine was, taking it away. And a lot of the times that's just because I don't have the love in my heart to really emphasize how important that lesson is in that moment. You know, I'm distracted, or I just don't care enough, or I'm tired. I mean, there's so many excuses we can give ourselves, but at the end of the day, I'm being an ass because I'm not taking care of the problem the right way. So, you know, the punishment thing, you know, that's a word that is going to probably strike a lot of people, but punishment doesn't mean you beat a dog. It just means literally, you know, what does it say? Okay, so punishing the behavior is reinforcing. So you would just sit him down, you know, and sit him down maybe for, you know, 10 minutes and keep him in that position to where he, you know, knows that, you know, where he's able to absorb, you know, the experience of him chewing the shoe, you marking it immediately, and then having him stay, you know, away from the shoe and just sitting there, you know, until he feels, and with that energy of like, you just chewed on the shoe, this is unacceptable behavior, and you know, once I feel like you're chill and not going to do that again, I'm going to let you go. And then watch him. And if he goes to do the shoe or anything else that's unacceptable, you'd have to go and, you know, kind of do the same thing again and put him on timeout, essentially. Again, this is just me, you know, taking advice from somebody whom I seem to be very successful at training dogs and aggressive dogs at that too. So this is not my information. This is me reaching out and seeking help from those who've been successful at this. So I just want to put that out there, and if anybody has any comments or suggestions or, you know, anything they want to add or share, I'd love to hear. All right. So, and then punishing. All right, where are we? Behaviors reinforcing, nothing for free. So, you know, essentially you want to have them prove the good behavior. You know, you don't want them to just continue walking or rush out the door or, you know, things of this nature without, you know, them working their way, which I think is an important thing for all life forms, because nothing really is free. Everything does have a cause and effect and a cost and a price. So to me that sounds good. You know, and don't reward or allow / enable unacceptable behavior. And this is something that, you know, I've done many times, and to be honest, in this house, you know, we do this with all the animals. So but anyway, this is something too I learned yesterday that I probably, anyway, so gentle, like quick pops, not pulls on the leash, you know, is a good way to correct leash reactivity. And that's something that I've been mistaken on for some time, because when Little Bear pulls on me, I do have a tendency to pull back. I do. So now I'm working on just doing a slight gentle pop and not so much as a pull, you know. I think that might help my body too, because he's getting stronger, and then it's like a constant tug of war. But anyway, so continuing on, constant, consistent command. So like, yeah, he was talking about how if you're having trouble on walks and stuff and just building up obedience and discipline, it's good to just walk and stop and just, you know, be the person to command the stop and have him stop and sit and just chill out and then continue on without even anything happening, just to practice the motion of getting him to stop when you want him to stop. So I'm going to start working on that. And again, it's going to be imperative for building up discipline and training. So yeah, all praise to the Most Highs and 13 love to all, you know. And then also, these are just 4 rules on obedience. Don't let dogs jump on you at all, and that's something we have to work on. Proper come commands, something I got to work on. Don't sleep on your bed. Well, we're actually already doing that. Little Bear's got his bed over here, so that is one thing I'm already on top of. and and just pooper. Okay, proper leash, loose leash. Excuse me, I have something in my throat. Proper loose leash walking. So yeah, those are just some of his 4 basic rules, and then from there you can build on to the more advanced training ideas. Again, he has a YouTube channel that you know, I was watching for some time, but I've taken some time off watching dog training videos, but I'm getting back into it. So yeah, I love you guys, and I hope you all have a good day. All right, bye.